Picture this. One morning, you wake up and realize you can't get off your favorite recliner without a struggle. Your legs wobble, your hands fumble for support, and that simple act of standing feels like climbing a mountain. Or imagine heading to the grocery store, only to find you can't lift a 10-pound bag of potatoes into your cart, or worse, you get home and can't carry it inside. Maybe one day, you're chatting with your oldest friend, and their name slips away like sand through your fingers, leaving you staring blankly, lost in your own mind. This isn't some distant nightmare. It's a harsh reality creeping closer if we don't take action. Every year, millions of folks over 65 face falls. 1 in 4 take a tumble so bad it lands them in the ER, racking up millions of visits nationwide. The stats don't lie. Over half of those past 75 admit they feel lonely, trapped in their own homes as their bodies give out and their memories fade. That's not aging gracefully. That's aging in a cage, watching freedom slip away one forgotten step at a time. But what if you could dodge that fate? What if you could hold on to your strength, keep your mind razor sharp, and live life on your terms all the way to 100? Here's the truth. Living long isn't just about luck or good genes. It's about the little habits you stick to every day. Habits backed by mountains of real-world data from millions just like you. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do the 8 things we're about to cover, you're not just getting by, you're a rare gem, shining brighter than most, with a shot at hitting that century mark way higher than you might guess. These aren't pie-in-the-sky promises. They're practical, proven signs of vitality that set you apart. Stick with me until the end, because the last sign, it's something you've probably never considered, but it could completely change how you enjoy these golden years. Before we dive in, if you haven't hit that follow button yet, do it now and tap the bell so you don't miss a thing. Drop a 111 punt in the comments if this sparks something for you, or a 00 if it doesn't. I want to hear your take so I can keep making this better. Let's get started. Sign 1. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. Do you know what the biggest enemy is that robs us of our freedom as we get older? It's not disease or time. It's falls. Falls are the leading cause that makes millions of people lose their independence, turning what should be beautiful days into a series of dependent days. Listen to this. Data shows that 95% of hip fractures originate from a fall, and even more frightening, 1 in 5 people don't survive a year after that. Every fall doesn't just hurt the body, it also traps you in your own home, making simple things like taking a walk or making a cup of coffee a distant dream. But if you can still stand up from a chair without using your hands, congratulations. You hold the core power to protect yourself: strong leg strength and excellent balance, 2 weapons that help you ward off the greatest threat of old age. Think about Mary, a vibrant 68-year-old woman. Before, every time she finished watching TV, she had to hold on tightly to the armrests of her armchair to stand up. Her legs trembled, and she began to wonder if this was a sign that age had won. But then Mary decided not to let things go that way. She started a simple exercise, standing up and sitting down in a chair 10 times a day without using her hands. At first, she could only do a few before needing a break, but she didn't give up. After just a few months, Mary could stand up easily, step outside and walk around the neighborhood without worrying about losing her balance or falling. Now she's more confident than ever, and the smile has returned to her face. You can do the same. Try it today. Sit down in a kitchen dining chair, then stand up without using your hands. Repeat 10 times. If you find it difficult, don't worry. Start with a chair that's a little higher, about 18 inches from the ground, and gradually increase your leg strength. This isn't a test to discourage you. It's the first step to regaining your freedom. Big data doesn't lie. 65% of people over 70 can't do this if they don't exercise regularly. But you are different. You can change that number, one step at a time. So, the next time you sit down to watch the evening news, try standing up without your hands, if you can do it. That's the first sign that you're on the path to 100 with incredible health. Sign 2, walking briskly, without getting winded. Have you ever noticed whether you walk faster or slower than you used to? Don't underestimate this, because walking speed isn't just about moving. It's a mirror reflecting your cardiovascular and lung health, two factors that determine how long you'll live. Listen to this. A large study of over 34,000 people showed that those who maintained a walking speed of over 3 miles per hour could live up to 10 years longer than those who were slow and panting after just a few steps. This isn't a complicated exercise or a marathon challenge. This is the simplest test you can do yourself today to see how well your heart and lungs are working. If you're still walking briskly, without needing to stop to catch your breath, it's a clear sign that your body is still full of vitality, ready to take you through the years ahead with abundant energy. Think about John, a 72-year-old man who used to be very proud of his dynamism, but then he realized one day, while walking to the supermarket just half a mile from his house, he had to stop in the middle of the road because he couldn't breathe. His legs could still walk, but his chest was heavy, as if the air wouldn't go in enough. John refused to let that continue. He took the old smartwatch from his drawer, setting a goal to increase his walking speed a little each day. From the initial slow steps, he gradually reached 2 miles without a break, no longer feeling short of breath. Now, John doesn't just walk to buy milk and bread. He also enjoys afternoons strolling around the park, chatting with friends, without worrying about being left behind. All from one small change, paying attention to his speed. You can do it too. Start simple. Spend 15 minutes each day walking around the neighborhood, trying to reach a speed of about 3 miles per hour. That's the speed you walk quickly, as if you want to catch a bus. If you're not sure how fast you're walking, use an app on your phone or a smartwatch to track it. They'll give you the exact number. Big data doesn't lie. 70% of people over 65 have a walking speed below this level if they don't maintain regular exercise. But you don't have to be among them. Just add a little effort each day, maybe walk faster from the house to the mailbox or around the backyard. You'll see the difference. The next time you go out, pay attention to your pace. If you're still walking briskly without getting winded, that's the second sign that you're on the path to living healthily to 100. Sign 3, climbing stairs without stopping. Think about it. Are you still confident walking up the stairs in your house without needing to stop to catch your breath? Don't underestimate those stairs. They're not just the path leading you to the bedroom or down to the kitchen. They're also a vivid test of your cardiovascular endurance and leg strength. This is a particularly important skill as many people live in 2-story homes where stairs are an integral part of daily life. Listen to this. Those who climb stairs regularly can reduce their risk of heart disease by 15%, a significant number when the heart is what keeps us alive and healthy. But the data also shows a worrying reality. More than 70% of people over 70 avoid climbing stairs simply because they feel too tired, gradually losing the strength that once helped them move freely. If you can still climb a flight of stairs without needing to stop, it's a clear sign that your body is still functioning at its peak, ready to take you through many years to come. Think about Tom, a determined 73-year-old man. Before, every night going up to the bedroom on the second floor, Tom hesitated in front of the 12 steps in his house. He felt his breath heavy after just a few steps, and often chose to sit in a chair downstairs instead of facing that challenge. But one day, Tom decided not to let the fear of shortness of breath win. He started a simple exercise. Every day climbed 10 stairs, stepping slowly but surely, not pushing himself too hard. At first, he had to rest halfway, but he didn't give up. Gradually, Tom increased to 15 steps, then 20 steps. After just a few months, he was able to climb all 3 floors of his son's house during a visit without getting winded. Now, Tom is not only proud of his leg strength, he also feels his heart is stronger. His energy is abundant, as if he has regained 10 years of youth. You can do it like Tom. Start today. Try climbing 10-15 stairs in your house, gradually increasing the number each week. If you feel tired, take a break, but don't give up. Every step is a small victory. Big data shows that people who maintain good stair climbing ability have an average life expectancy 5 years longer than those who refuse this challenge. Just a few minutes a day, maybe climbing upstairs to get a book or down to the kitchen to make tea, you'll see the difference. The next time you stand in front of the stairs, take a deep breath and step up. If you climb up without needing to stop, that's the third sign that you're on the journey to living healthily to 100. Sign 4. Carrying full grocery bags without difficulty. Do you still remember the feeling of carrying full bags of groceries from the supermarket to your home by yourself? It's not just about convenience. It's a strong sign that you're still independent in everyday tasks, from shopping to cleaning. Hand and upper body strength not only helps you grip firmly, it's also your ticket to continue living your life without relying on others. Listen to this. Data from 10,000 people shows that those who maintain good hand strength can reduce their risk of losing independent living skills by 20%, meaning you can still open doors, carry things, or even carry a tray of baked goods without having to ask for help. If you can still carry a 10-pound grocery bag from the car to the kitchen without difficulty, it's clear evidence that your body is still functioning at an excellent level, ready to take you through the years with complete freedom. Think about Linda, a 71-year-old woman who used to love weekend shopping trips, but then she realized she was no longer strong enough to carry a 10-pound bag of groceries from the car into the house every time. She had to ask her kind neighbor for help. Linda felt like she was losing a part of herself, as if age was gradually robbing her of the independence she had always cherished. Unwilling to give in, she decided to take action. Linda started exercising with a 2-pound water bottle, lifting it up and down 20 times with each hand every day. At first, her hands trembled slightly, but she persisted. After just a few months, Linda could not only carry the grocery bag from the car into the house, but also confidently carry 2 bags at the same time, smiling brightly as she placed them on the kitchen table. Now, she has not only regained her strength, but also regained the joy in the little things in everyday life. You can start today too. Try a simple exercise. Take a small rubber ball to squeeze or hold a 2-pound water bottle. Lift it up and down 20 times for each hand. Each day you can do it while watching TV or waiting for the water to boil. Big data shows that 60% of people over 65 have weakened hand strength if they don't exercise regularly, but you don't have to be among them. Just a few minutes a day, you'll find your hands stronger. From opening a stubborn jar of jam to carrying a heavy bag of vegetables. The next time you go shopping, try carrying a full bag of groceries without help. If you can do it without difficulty, that's the 4th sign that you're on the path to living healthily to 100. Sign 5. Standing on one leg for at least 10 seconds. Have you ever thought that just standing on one leg for a few seconds could say so much about your health? The ability to balance is not just a child's game. It's a vital factor as age increases, helping you avoid dangerous falls that can change your life. Listen to this. People who balance well can reduce their risk of serious falls by up to 40%, falls that send millions of people to the emergency room each year, some never returning to their former selves. But the data also shows a sad reality. 80% of people over 75 cannot stand on one leg for more than a few seconds if they don't exercise regularly. If you can still stand firmly on one leg for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, it's a great sign that your body, from your nervous system, muscles to reflexes, is still working in harmony, keeping you safe and confident in every step. Think about Susan, a vibrant 79-year-old woman. Before, every time she went out for a walk, Susan worried about the uneven roads around her house. Just a small stone could make her lose her balance. One day, while brushing her teeth, she decided to try standing on one leg to see how long she could do it. At first, she could only hold it for a few seconds before having to hold on to the sink, but Susan wasn't discouraged. She started practicing every day, standing on one leg while brushing her teeth, while waiting for the water to boil, or while waiting in line at the store. Gradually, from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, then 20 seconds on each side. Now, Susan confidently walks on uneven paths, even daring to wear her favorite shoes outside without fear of falling. Not only has she maintained her safety, she has also rediscovered the joy in short walks that she used to avoid. You can do it like Susan. Try it today. Stand on one leg for 10-20 seconds on each side. Repeat 3 times a day, for example, while waiting for the microwave to beep or while washing dishes. If needed, stand near a table for safety at first, then slowly release your hands as you become more confident. This isn't a strenuous exercise. It's a simple way to train your body's stability. Big data from studies shows that regular balance training reduces the risk of falls by 30%, a number big enough to make you want to try it right away. Just a few minutes a day, you'll find yourself more stable, from stepping down the stairs to picking up something that fell on the floor. The next time you're standing waiting somewhere, try lifting one leg. If you can hold it for 10 seconds without falling, that's the 5th sign that you're on the path to living healthily to 100. Sign 6. Sitting down on the floor and standing up without assistance. Do you still remember the last time you sat down on the floor to play or pick up a dropped item? The ability to sit down on the floor and then stand up without assistance isn't just an ordinary movement. It's a symbol of overall flexibility and strength, helping you continue to enjoy the favorite moments in life, like playing with grandchildren or fixing something under a table. This is no small matter. A study of over 2,000 people showed that those who could do this had a 50% lower risk of death within 6 years compared to those who couldn't. That's the power of keeping your body flexible, not just to move, but also to live fully, participating in the small joys that age shouldn't take away. If you can still sit down on the floor and stand up on your own without holding on to a chair or needing someone to help you up, it's a clear sign that you have a strong body, ready for the years ahead. Think about Peter, a 76-year-old man who always loved afternoons playing with his grandson. But one day, when he sat down on the floor to build blocks, he realized he couldn't stand up without holding on to the coffee table nearby. That made Peter sad. He didn't want to just sit and watch his grandson play from afar. Determined to regain his ability, Peter started doing deep squats every morning, sitting down and standing up 5 times without using his hands. At first, he had to use a chair for support, but he didn't give up. Gradually, from 5 times to 10 times, he could do it without any help. Now, Peter can sit down on the floor, play blocks with his grandson for hours, and then stand up with a proud smile. Not only has he regained his strength, he has also regained the joy of being a grandfather without limitations. You can do it like Peter. Try it today. Practice sitting down on the floor and standing up 5-10 times a day. If you're not used to it, place a chair nearby for support at first, then gradually remove the chair as you get stronger. This isn't an exercise to show off. It's a simple way to keep your body flexible and your legs and arms strong. Big data shows that only 25% of people over 70 can do this if they don't exercise regularly, but you don't have to be among the other 75%. Just a few minutes a day, maybe when you pick up something that fell or sit down to play with your pet, you'll find yourself more flexible. The next time you want to sit down on the floor to tie your shoelaces or get something from under the chair, try doing it without assistance. If you can stand up easily, that's the 6th sign that you're on the path to living healthily to 100. Sign 7. Clearly remembering recent conversations and events. Can you still clearly remember last weekend's conversation with your close friend or the details of last night's dinner? Don't underestimate your memory. It's not just the ability to remember names or dates, it's the thread that connects you to the world around you, keeping your life meaningful and warm. Good memory reflects brain health, helping you maintain valuable social relationships and the feeling that you're still a part of everything. Listen to this. 1 in 3 people over 85 faces severe cognitive decline when memories gradually fade and familiar faces become strangers. But the good news is, if you keep your memory sharp, you can reduce your risk of falling into that situation by 30%, a number big enough to make you want to take care of your brain starting today. If you still clearly remember recent conversations or events that just happened without trying too hard, it's a great sign that your mind is still functioning strongly, ready to take you through the years with proud clarity. Think about Anna, an enthusiastic 80-year-old woman. Anna used to worry when she saw friends her age starting to forget small things like birthdays or the name of a favorite movie. But Anna didn't want her memory to slip away. She started playing Sudoku every morning, joined a weekly book club, and always challenged herself by recounting what she had done during the day. The result? Last week, while having coffee with friends, Anna clearly remembered every detail of the conversation, from the funny story someone told to the cake they shared. Not only has she kept her memory, Anna also feels more confident, as if she's living her life to the fullest, not missing any moments. You can keep your memory sharp like Anna. Try it today. Spend 15 minutes a day reading the newspaper or a chapter of a book. It could be the morning news or a novel you love. Before going to bed, sit quietly for a moment and try to recall 5 events of the day, like what you had for breakfast, who called you, or a saying that made you laugh. This isn't a stressful test. It's a simple way to stimulate your brain. Big data shows that 50% of people over 75 gradually lose their memory if they don't actively train their minds. But you don't have to be among them. Just a few minutes a day, maybe while sipping tea or waiting for the water to boil, you'll find your mind more flexible. The next time you talk to someone, pay attention to how much you remember. If you still grasp every detail, that's the 7th sign that you're on the path to living healthily to 100. Sign 8, waking up feeling rested and ready. Do you usually wake up feeling refreshed, ready to start the day, or just feel tired, as if you never rested? Don't underestimate sleep. It's not just a time for your body to recover, it's the foundation for overall health, directly affecting your energy and longevity. A good night's sleep can be the key to living longer, healthier, while poor sleep quietly pulls you down. Listen to this. 60% of people over 65 face restless sleep, waking up in the middle of the night or feeling sluggish all day, but data shows that those who sleep well each night increase their chances of living longer by 25% compared to those who can't rest properly. If you still wake up in the morning with a clear mind, your body full of energy without having to drag yourself out of bed, it's a strong sign that you're taking good care of yourself, inside and out, ready to enjoy the years ahead. Think about David, a 77-year-old man who used to love mornings but gradually lost it. Before, he often woke up with heavy eyes, his body tired because he tossed and turned every night. He used to watch TV late, the light from the screen making his mind tense, and the bedroom was bright because there were no curtains. But then David decided to change. He started turning off the TV at 9 p.m., using blackout curtains to turn the bedroom into a quiet, dark place. After just a few weeks, he realized he was sleeping more deeply, no longer waking up in the middle of the night. Now, David wakes up at 6 a.m. with a refreshed spirit, ready to make a cup of tea and go out to the yard to watch the sunrise. Not only has he regained his sleep, he also feels full of energy, as if every day is a new opportunity to live life to the fullest. You can do it like David. Try it today. Set a goal to go to bed at 10 p.m. Avoid drinking coffee or anything with caffeine after 2 p.m., because it can quietly keep you awake. Use a dim night light or wear an eye mask to create a relaxing space, helping your body easily fall into a deep sleep. This isn't a big change. It's the little things to improve the quality of your rest. Big data warns that poor sleep increases the risk of heart disease in older adults by 40%, but you can avoid that number. Just adjust a few habits, maybe turn off your phone earlier, or keep the room cooler. You'll find yourself waking up with new energy. The next time the alarm clock rings, pay attention to how you feel. If you step out of bed feeling rested and ready, that's the 8th sign that you're on the path to living healthily to 100. We've just gone through 8 amazing signs, things that show you're not just getting older, but living healthily and fully from 65 to 80. Think back. You can stand up from a chair without your hands, walk briskly without getting winded, climb stairs without stopping, carry grocery bags easily, balance on one leg, sit down on the floor and stand up, remember recent conversations, and wake up every morning feeling refreshed. If you can do these things, congratulations, you're far ahead of millions of people your age. Data shows that only 10% of people over 70 maintain all 8 of these signs, meaning you're not just healthy, you're a rare gem with a much higher chance of living to 100 than you ever imagined. This isn't just talk, it's the power of your body and mind, honed through small daily habits. But if you haven't achieved all of them, don't worry, your body is always ready to improve, no matter where you are on this journey. Age is not a barrier, it's a reminder to start today. Just one small change, like standing up from a chair without using your hands, or walking a little faster when you go to get the mail, can make a big difference. You don't have to do it all at once. Just choose one sign and try it, one step at a time. Whether it's practicing balance while waiting for the coffee to brew, or turning off the TV earlier to sleep better, every effort is a brick building a healthier future for you. The best thing is that you can control it right now, right here. So which sign do you see in yourself? What do you want to improve first? Leg strength, memory, or sleep? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, because every opinion is motivation for us to move forward together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, follow, and share it with your loved ones, friends, siblings, or even your parents, so they also have the opportunity to live healthily to 100. Thank you for joining me here. Let's start taking action today, and we'll meet again in the bright days ahead.